Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who's new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is a wrapping tutorial for this wrap, and I'm going to call this the 2021 wrap because this is the last wrapping tutorial that I'm filming in 2020, and we're sort of gathering strength for the new year, and this is what this wrap is doing. So if you're new here to my channel and you have no idea what I'm talking about, every 2 weeks I'm doing a wrapping tutorial or some wrapping related content because it's a huge part of my life, it's a huge part of my styling and also of how I'm living my religion. So that is what I'm doing here twice a month, and of course these videos are always in collaboration with Wrapunzel, who is supplying everything that is wrapping related that you're seeing here in this video. So I also in the tutorial part want to give you, in addition to the wrapping tutorial, I want to give you a nice tip of how you can use thinner scarves that are not thin in the width of the fabric, but thin in the shape, you know, that are not full-size pashminas or scarves or whatever, but that they are smaller, because I have been struggling with this a tiny little bit with some scarves of my private collection, and that's why I sort of started to play with this whole idea, how can I make this work and still create really nice wraps. So that's what we're doing today. So without further ado, let's go right into the tutorial for the 2021 wrap. Okay, sweeties, what we're doing today, I just told you. So this is my Wendy shaper. That is of course my old and wonky one, and that is also actually part of the tutorial because again, this is a wrap where you can actually use shapers that are not sitting super snug anymore. So I'm going to use bigger scarves. I'm going to show you in just a second, but it's kind of also, I want to show you something else together with that. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you the Cubest Cutie scarf, or sash, sorry, it's not a scarf. It is a sash, and that is a small sash, okay? It's a sash, you know, it's not like a scarf. So this is, for example, something that you could use for this if you were to use a smaller shaper, or if you use smaller scarves. Or, for example, I have another sash here, and that is the Love Parade sash. This got a lot of hype when I posted my pictures on Instagram and on Facebook because it is just also so cute, and it gives this oriental kind of a, I don't know, oriental vibe, oriental princess vibe. So anyway, just wanted to show you because the whole idea of this wrap is sort of, if you have scarves that are too thin for you to wear, like in the width, not in the length, but in the width, if they are too thin for you to cover your whole shaper, what do you do? Because I ran into this problem just recently because I have some winter scarves that are thick and nice and warm, but they are thin. And I was like, okay, so they were made for women who love small shapers. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, so I tried to take two of them, two different ones, and make it work so I could, at the end of the day, still cover my shaper and create a nice wrap and have it being super easy. So that is what we're going to do today. Okay, so that's why I showed you those two sashes, sort of telling you that, you know, when you're using sashes and you want to use them but they don't cover your shaper, or for whatever reason, you know, then that's what it is. So just trying to show you. All right, so what I'm using today personally is going to be the Petal Soft in black, and it's going to be the Camo Wemo scarf because they sort of have the same structure in the way the fabric is, you know, and I really like that. Plus I think it will show you well what I want to do. So anyway, let's do it. Okay, I'm going to take the Petal Soft here in black. In case you don't know, this is the Petal Soft. This is a very nice beginner scarf. It is super wrapping friendly, non-slip, definitely non-slip, and it doesn't have long fringes, which is also super beginner friendly. It just has those tiny little baby fringes, which is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to fold this down to, let's see how it goes. This is so strange. I'm so new to this new camera perspective, but I think for wrapping tutorials this is better. Okay, so anyway, let me know what you think. All right, so I'm going to fold this down to about this width. Okay, so and now I'm just going to put it down here at the front of my shaper with both ends hanging down equally, more or less equally. And I'm just going to like place it all around the way it should be, the way I want it to have. I cross over in the back like this, and then I'm going to come up and tie a knot pretty much to the front, honestly. like maybe not immediately lining up to the hairline or to wherever your scarf ends, but you know, pretty like not here, okay? All right, so now I'm just gonna let it hang like this. Okay, now I'm going to take the Camo Wemo scarf, and this one is of course the one in green. There are also other ones available. So in case you don't know, this is the scarf. It's on this one side is camouflage and the other side is single color. Okay, so anyway, now you can of course decide which color you want to use. I'm going to use actually the camouflage side, because why not? And that is actually really, really good, because it's sort of we're pretending that this is a very thin scarf in width, you know? So that is basically what we're pretending here. Okay, so I'm going to fold this down to half of its size. And basically now it shows you exactly what I wanted to teach you, that if you have a scarf that does not cover your whole shaper, you know, this is what you can do. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to place this one down. Also with both sides hanging down equally, I'm going to place this down behind the pedal soft, and I'm going to sort of put it into the valley behind the knot, you know? Something like that. So I'm just going to push it in so it sort of slides in here, okay? So we still have everything covered. Then I'm going to gather it around and I'm going to cross over behind my head like this. All right, and then I'm going to bring it up also, and I'm going to tie a knot here right behind the knot of the pedal soft. Okay, now I have this. Okay, now you have basically everything covered. Let me just tuck away some loose ends here. Okay, so now you have everything covered, even though we are pretending that we just used two thin scarves in width. Okay, so now I'm going to take the first scarf here, and I'm just going to tuck it over like a cross, like this, okay? But I'm starting with the one that comes out of the knot towards the back. With that one I start, and I'm going to bring it over to the other side, and I'm going to tuck it away here. Okay, so now I'm going to bring up this one here, and I'm going to tuck it away on the other side. Like this. Now, of course, you can also pull it out a tiny little bit to have a little bit more volume, but you don't have to. Okay, and now I'm actually going to sort of finish a regal wrap, okay? Because now I'm just going to tuck these away too. Like if I were to just finish a regal wrap, you know, like one like this and one like this. Like this. And there you go. So basically with two small scarves, I know in reality here for this tutorial they were not small, but you know what I mean. I hope I made myself understood what I wanted to achieve with this wrap. But this is how it looks, you know, and it is super, super easy, as I told you. And there's also actually a couple of versions to this that I'm already like trying to play with, and for sure I'm going to make tutorials, like upcoming tutorials on those, because there is so much in this idea that is actually so, so cool. And if you don't even have the problem that you need to use two smaller scarves, or what you want to use two smaller scarves, maybe you have just two amazing scarves that are regular size that could just as well with one scarf cover your whole shaper, but you don't want to, you know, you want just something that wraps you nicely, giving you the option of using two scarves, whatever the reason may be, you know, then that can be just an amazing wrap for you. So anyway, let me just check that everything is right, and let me turn around for you so you can see how it looks, like this and like this. Yeah, and I think again this is also a wrap that is, first of all, super, super easy, super low maintenance, sits wonderfully on your head, can look super, super elegant, you know, depending on which scarves you use. Now today I went a little bit more for like the powerful version because I'm trying to gather strength for the new year, so yeah. Anyway, let me know definitely what you think about this, and if you're excited if I were to do more versions of this. All right. So besides that, of course, you will find everything linked in the description box down below. Of course, the Pedal Soft is a staple at the Wrapunzel website. The Camo Wemo scarf just launched with the fall collection from Wrapunzel. So that is a pretty new scarf, but it is, I think, super, super loved from what I have seen on the pictures that you guys have been posting. So anyway, that is just, you know, it's super, super easy easy. Super easy and low maintenance and whatever, you know, like really. Okay, sweeties, so I'm going to link everything to my best ability. Of course, if you want to order something, you can feel free to use my discount code, which is Queen Leorah in all caps and one word. It will give you 5% off your order, and of course it is affiliated. So if you want to support me in that way, then I thank you so, so much. Besides that, don't forget to tag me if you're uploading pictures with my wraps. I would definitely like to see you and give you my feedback. And also, of course, subscribe to my channel, because I would love to have you here as part of my tribe. And if you're watching this on the Wrapunzel channel, then please subscribe to Wrapunzel too, because it's an awesome community and it's so, so good to be here with like-minded people. So that is it for today. Of course, my whole completed look is coming up in just a second. So if you want to see how I actually ended up looking just below this part, then it's coming up in just a second. And I want to wish you a wonderful day whenever you're seeing this. Have a very, very blessed new year 2021. And up until next time, hugs and kisses. Bye.